Alright, everybody,
Hey, how's
welcome
it
into the
going?
build stream. It's your host, Kelsey and Juan.
Welcome in on this beautiful Friday, right before a 3-day weekend.
Oh yeah. It is also Intel Gamer Days. Woo!
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So we are repping Intel today. We are also here to remind you that for Intel Gamer Days, we have a PC giveaway going on. Check out our social medias to get the Gleam page link to figure out how to enter that for a chance to win. It's a really cool custom PC that our guys were working on over here in the custom special thing build area, the workshop. Also, during this time, please do not get up or use flash photography. No. Also, during Intel Gamer Days weeks, we also have a promotion going on. If you buy a pre-built on our website with an Intel chip, 14th gen and above, you'll get a free copy of Battlefield. So,
Ooh, nice.
Consider. Anyways, y'all, with that, let's get into it.
Let's get right into it.
Hey guys, hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Let's start with our first build. We have two very nice builds today.
That we do. It's cool. It's got foam. We're starting off with Zan's build, and after that we'll have Lillian's. So that is the docket today. Is the Ryzen 7 5700X and the RX 9060 XT 16GB a good combo? Yeah, actually they're pretty well paired together. I would say that'd be totally fine. Especially if you're going to be running, on certain games you might want to run that even in 1440 and it'd be perfect. I want to know, I was thinking about getting a CoolerMaster N400 case. Do you guys know if it's a good case or not? Ooh, let me see the N400. I test a lot of cases. I don't test a lot of CoolerMaster ones.
Usually pretty solid.
There's like a slight chance that I tested this way in the past. Ooh, I have not. It's, okay, goodbye cookies. It is very big. Ooh, yeah. I mean, heck, if you want to build like a huge workstation into this seems like a good case for it.
It doesn't look like airflow. So
yeah, the airflow is the thing I would worry about the most because the mesh in the front seems pretty restrictive, if that's even mesh. So I would just be careful with what kind of processor and GPU you're putting in there. If it's anything like high-end, high heat, I would go for a case that's just got like a good open mesh front to it. But for like something that doesn't run that hot and maybe is mostly going to be used as like, you're going to put a ton of storage into it, it's almost going to be like a server for you, that would be a great case for that. I'll buy 3 PCs from you guys by middle of the month, Shadow 4. Ooh, heck yeah! Thanks, Robert. Let's look over here too, well, you know. I want to put a 240mm AIO cooler in it. Ooh. I mean, you could, but again, you got to think about where that air is going to be coming in to hit that radiator and those fans, and where it's going to be exhausting out to. And I worry about that with that case, because it doesn't seem like it has too much mesh around it for air to escape. Yeah, Battlefield 6 comes with them. If you get the Intel ones, yes. Obviously, double check that promotion on our website. It might be with certain CPUs, but I know the Ultras it comes with it, and I think 14th gen as well. But yeah, let me drop on over to Twitch again for a minute. Woo! Hey, what's up, Cousin Jay?
How's it going?
I read that email, awesome. I never want anything in life. Well, my wife is the best price and only. Oh, I'm 1000% sure that I won't win that one either, but I checked all the boxes. Hey, I mean, it never hurts to try. Obviously, a lot of people are going to enter, but, someone's got to win. And you don't lose anything,
It's free.
How's it going, Hayden?
Yo, what up?
How you been? I got my PC in. Oh, nice. How's it treating you? I saw the amount of people trying for the free PC. I got better odds at Juan stating that Mexican food is better in Texas. I don't know. Me and my Texan get into it all the time over Tex-Mex versus California Mexican food, and yeah.
Hey man, you already won a PC. I think you're.
Yeah, I don't know.
Count your blessings.
So like I won. Your odds are pretty good apparently. Like you're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I want it to be an exhaust with a push-pull setup. Yeah, but you still gotta remember, it's still gotta get cool air coming into the machine somewhere. Otherwise, it's just gonna be push-pull and hot air. But yeah, again, you can totally go with that case if you want to. I'm just a little worried about the temps in it, depending on what you're running in it. Is the O11 Vision Compact, is O11 Vision Compact still the best showcase case, or do you guys think there's something coming up? Best showcase case. Hooey. Yeah, I would say it's probably among the best. As far as like, ooh, doesn't that look pretty on my counter? And also in terms of just like general ease to build in, quality of case overall, it's pretty good all around. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really comes up. I mean, like the Key 95 kind of goes toe to toe with it, but I do think the Vision, or like the O11, just dynamic in general, is a bit prettier of a case. Yeah, Fantex has that like one case that's super showy, but after building in it, like every time I look at it, I just think about all the pain. Like, and it's not that it was like horrible to build in, but for me, someone who had to build and rebuild into it, building in it once was okay. Taking anything out sucked. Shadow 4 looks great. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I love that PC.
Yeah, I just think about Tom having to do any type of diagnosing.
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
This is the only time I ever felt that.
It's gonna be a top exhaust. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, it could work. I would just check your temps.
Hey, what's up, John Mark? TGIF?
Yeah, TGIF to you as well. Heck yeah, long weekend. You doing anything over the long weekend?
Probably just work on my car.
I'm probably gonna work on my yard.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot outside.
Yeah.
Stay inside.
Dude, I'm telling you though, I think I know how to summon rain. Because the one day where I was like, I guess I'll water the lawn. It like rained later in the day out of nowhere. It was like super hot and then just like suddenly monsoonal rain.
It's summer rain.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
then like 4 days or something go by and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll give the lawn just a little bit of water. And then it rained later that day and I was like, oh my gosh, I figured it out. Yeah. I don't know. I might paint a room this weekend. But also, that's gonna be a lot of like effort. Also, my dad was like, hey, your mom and her family's coming over and I don't want to be here. So can I come up to your place? And I was like, yeah, totally. I was like, but I think I'm going to be painting that day. And he was like, oh, maybe not. And I was like, I'm not going to make you paint, dude. But like, I love how that was like, yeah, never mind. Like,
I like how in his head there's only 2 locations.
Yeah, right.
Buddy, there's the whole world.
Yeah. I was like, I could paint on Saturday instead, I guess. Like, I'm just telling you. I'm not gonna be like, here's your smock, dude. Like, the weekends is home renovation time. Thank you very much. It's either that or one of these days I gotta dig a hole in the front yard. So like, pick your poison, dude. But I want a 30-50. I want the 50-70. Okay, that's true. Yeah, it was only a 30-50. But, I mean...
Hey, was the mic wasn't working? Was this red?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a mute button up here.
There's a what?
There's a mute button up here.
Oh my god.
I was like, what?
I mean, I figured, because I was like, why is it red? But so I kept pressing everything that I could, but yeah, I didn't know that there was anything on the
Like-
top.
Right.
Love it.
How did it get pressed in the first place, then, I wonder?
Yeah.
That's funny. Alright, well, the mic's not broke.
Well, that's good. Anyways, thanks for the mic. Person 3 treating me well, and I'm playing CS2. How do I enter this giveaway? You can head on over to our website, or any of our social medias, and there should be a link to the Lian page. with instructions on how to enter. I think there's like certain things you gotta do for X amount of entries. But yeah.
Dude, it's like when you've been talking in the party chat for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, why is everybody ignoring me? And then you've been like muted, and you don't realize.
Oh. Oh, that sucks. I guess the worst thing that was realizing that you weren't muted.
Oh, that's yeah. I guess that is.
And they were just ignoring you. Dude, that's like kind of one of the reasons I stopped responding in like my old friends like group chat was that like I felt like I was commenting on like, you know, someone would say something and then I would like comment and it would just like go ignored. And it like kept kind of happening and I was like, okay,
Right.
cool.
Yeah, you don't want friends like.
Yeah. Hey guys, just got my PC last night that you guys built last Friday. Just want to say thank you. You are very welcome.
Nice. Heck yeah. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
glad I made the journey and it's treating you well. I was lurking but wasn't able to interact because I was swamped at work. Oh, totally understandable. I figure that that's
No
the
problem.
case some of these times. Like, you know, people aren't like in the chat while we're building the PC. So, yeah, no worries about that. Heck, if I had to have my PC built on stream, I'd have to be at work, being like, oh yeah, walk by, put the tab down, like, no, yes, good work. Yeah. I should have put a 4070 in there, but I would have upgraded the power supply, so I stuck it with a 3060. Yeah, I was like, not bad. Want to hear something weird? Not sure if you remember that my King 95 had weird crashes when booting up, but after it boots correctly, would work. It was the monitor. Yes, the monitor made the GPU crash, and I tried 2 different cards. I have 3 monitors. I disconnected one, it stopped crashing. I connected it back, crashed again. And yes, new 8K cables and everything on them. Whoa. So was it like that one specific cable? Or, sorry, was it that one specific monitor? Or was it like any combination that led up to 3 monitors?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Because like, I can kind of see how it could happen if it was like, oh, this is just, I'm freaking out because I got too many monitors, but like one certain monitor making it crash. Not unheard of. I've had like really weird computer things happen, and it ended up being like a peripheral was just like flipping the entire system out. My sister,
I had a USB drive and did that.
Yeah. My sister had a like her work laptop. She had to take it to the IT guys like 3 times because every time she brought it there, it was fine. And then they finally put together that she was using like a Bluetooth keyboard with it, and the Bluetooth keyboard was what was actually causing the issue. It was like causing it to freak out in this other way.
What?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, just call me next time.
Oh my god. Dude, we should build a stream keyboard. Wouldn't that be sick?
Oh yeah. With like really fancy keycaps.
Yeah.
Ooh, and really satisfying switches. Do you think we'd be able to agree on switches?
I mean, you're the one that mostly uses it,
That's
so.
true. That's true.
Yeah,
but you want the satisfying click clack, you know, like.
I have actually grown from like, cause okay, there's like the meme that everybody starts on blues, like the really clickety clackety ones.
Yeah.
But now I like the very like deep, like kind of like.
Oh, like browns?
Like more like along that, yeah. Like brown, reddish. The like very tactile feeling one.
Yeah. Like it almost sounds like a horse going over cobblestones, like.
A little bit, yeah. We could definitely order some samples.
We
That'd
should
be
reach
kinda
out and
sick,
be like, hey, this incredibly popular stream.
Actually, maybe. Yeah, we could leverage. We've never asked for like.
Yeah. If you're a keyboard
guys think
manufacturer of custom keyboard, hit us up. I will
Let's
put
tell
your
Fabian.
logo on this.
We definitely could.
Yeah.
PA, are you writing this down? Bro just looked at us like, what?
Hello, I'm a big fan. Oh, thank you so much, chill guy. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what
We're
flavor-
trying to get. Oh,
Go, you.
we're trying to get a custom keyboard made for the stream.
Oh.
Bro just looked at us like, yeah, that's me.
That's great, sweetie. Like-
Yeah, as he takes another bite of his lunch.
So what flavor cake today? Ooh.
It's,
Dude, actually though, yesterday I was driving around town and I actually wasn't even driving. I was just at my house and I was like, man, Nothing Bunt Cakes is like just a bit down the road. Like, I was really jonesing for one. It was because my fiance had on something that smelled like, at first it smelled like Oreos, like, you know, just kind of like a lotion or something that somebody else had, and it smelled like Oreos. But then, like, halfway through the drive home, it smelled like strawberry cupcakes, and I was like, oh, I need like a strawberry cake. So shoot, maybe I'll go to Nothing But Cakes on the way home. Or I have everything to make blueberry cobbler, and I have vanilla ice cream at home. Decisions. All of them bad for me, health-wise.
Should make a homemade Kazuki.
I could do that. What car do you have, Juan?
BMW Z3. It's a classic, technically, as of this year.
It's a class.
It is a classic. It's classified as being 25 or more years old.
Oof.
I know a lot of boomers are gonna come for me, but look it up.
My Firebird's a classic now. Wherever it is. In the world.
Wherever it is.
My Bluetooth keyboard caused the Dell BIOS update to hang. Dell came out twice and replaced Motherboard. They ended up replacing the PC. Still would hang on the PC. I finally figured it out. Dang. That's computers for you, though. Like, yeah, sometimes you gotta replace everything before you're like, wait a minute. Could it have been? Let's see, did I ever tell you that I figured out what I want to do after I graduate? No! What do you want to do? I need a job like this? Oh,
Yeah, what do you want to do this week?
I was like, don't mind Juan, I'm exactly the same. Here I am working my cool tech job, you know, streamer life, and I'm like, man, it'd be so dope to be an arborist. Catch me in a tree with a chainsaw. Yeah. What's up, Rutu? If I win the giveaway PC, I'm gonna donate it to myself. Very charitable, yeah.
Nice, I love the Z3. Yeah, dude, exactly. The engine is like half the car. It's still gutless, but you know, it looks fast.
Sometimes it doesn't matter what the guts are. It's like when you go to the doctor, but you're skinny, and you're like, everything hurts, and they're like, you're healthy, what are you talking about? The guts don't matter. Yes, it was that monitor. Oh, dang. That is so wild. But yeah, peripheral issues are like the hardest things to diagnose, because you will never think to like check the peripherals first. Or even second. And I'm identical to it. Wow. Dang, I wonder if it's some kind of like circuitry issue, or like voltage or something. But HP was the issue. That monitor only will crash the GPU in like 1 every 4 boots. I'm so glad that I finally figured out the issue. I was going mad. Yeah, I can't imagine. That would also drive me crazy. Any Labor Day plans? Well,
Sleep.
yeah, I think I'm just going to be kicking it at home mostly. I'm going to a little parade tomorrow.
Ooh.
From my little town.
Little town.
Yeah, it's probably going to be about 20 minutes long. It's not a big town. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do. I found out that there's this really cool arcade out on, like, you know, the east side of the county, that it's cool. It's like old retro pinball machines, old retro arcade games. They even have some like Nintendo, like, I don't know if it's like N64 or like Wii or what, but they have like some set up like chairs for like 4 people to play like on Nintendo and whatnot, and you pay by the hour. So like you go in and you're like, yeah, I'll pay for like an hour. It's like $10.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and then you can just play all of the games. Like you don't have to put any quarters or anything for an hour.
Is it in SB?
No, it's in Calamasa.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Retrovolt. I have not gone yet. I've heard amazing things about it. All the reviews are great. I'm gonna probably hit it up eventually, but I was thinking about maybe doing that this weekend. And it stays open like late. Like they're open till like 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, total nerd den. So I might hit that up this weekend and check it out. Cause that sounds like a hoot. And yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'll drive up to Idlewild. I don't know what I'll do once I'm there. I think they're having like a reggae festival, so I'm like, is the traffic gonna be bad? And like, I'm not really a reggae fan, so I was thinking about maybe doing that with my dad while he's trying to like, you know, escape my mom. And but then I thought about it and I was like, my dad is even less of a reggae fan than me. My dad has some kind of weird thing about like
Hippies?
well, no, but his favorite radio station would have like every Saturday morning they would do a just Bob Marley set. And my dad doesn't really like care for Bob Marley, but because they did every Saturday, he was
Why
like,
not?
"Oh, I can't believe it. It's always Bob Marley."
What do you have against what?
He just doesn't like the music.
Be happy.
Yeah, it's not his
Everything's
favorite.
gonna be alright. How do you what?
Everyone's got their thing, man. You know, like I like to listen to 70s on 7, but when Kenny Rogers comes on, I change the channel because I cannot stand Kenny Rogers. People love Kenny Rogers. Not me. And it's because The Gambler, The Coward of Clark County, or whatever that song is, and Lucille, they all sound exactly the same. And those are the 3 songs they play on that darn station. In this essay, I will. Yeah. What is older than 40 years? Antique? Ooh.
I think I forget, but yeah, it's a whole like moving scale.
Probably like
There's antique, vintage, veteran, and classic.
Death Trap. The one where it's
Death
like you hit anything. Ooh. Pre-interwebs.
I
What
think
happened?
like veteran is the one that like where the horn like goes ahooga.
Oh, God. What happened Wednesday? Actually, we just didn't have any
Yeah, we
any
have
builds
those.
to
They're very
stream.
surprising.
Yeah, we were kind of getting like tons of them, and then just like all of a sudden Wednesday showed up, and we're like, hey, nothing came in, did it?
No.
So we took the day, but yeah, here we are on Friday. We got some builds in, and yeah. On the plus side, having 2 builds for a stream, much more manageable, kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. Still using my wired 17-year-old Logitech keyboard. Nice. Honestly, once you get used to a keyboard, it's actually pretty tough to like go over to another one. Like old reliable, there's something to be said for it. Hi, what is up with the ice cream shop PC? Well, it is a giveaway currently going on. Go over to skytechgaming.com or any of our social media to find the link for the Gleam page for details on how to enter.
Hey, what's up, Carnage?
But it's a very cool PC. Custom made. There's some cool custom 3D printed pieces in there. The custom build team did a really good job on it. Hello, can you build a budget build for $500? I got more money finally. Unfortunately, like the $500 price mark is not really good. And by that I mean you might be able to find a gaming PC for $500 on like let's say Amazon, but what you're getting for that $500 is incredibly outdated hardware. So think like they'll be like, and they'll hide it. They'll be like, oh, it's got an i7. They don't tell you that it's an i7 from 15 generations ago. You know what I mean? An i7 from then is not going to be anywhere equivalent to an i7 from today. It'll also
Steam Deck.
Yeah, usually the $500 mark is when it's like the best thing you can get for $500 is like a PlayStation, straight up.
What's the Asus one called?
Oh my gosh, the Ally?
Yeah, RG Ally. I got one of those. Or yeah, like a refurbished PS5.
And like that's just the state of gaming PCs. My main thing is that like, I was like, just be warned if you're shopping in that area, because you might be able to find somebody's like used PC that is still like fairly viable for maybe that price, but there's a lot of grifters, especially on Amazon, who will sell you a really crap, out-of-dated PC and call it,
Shout out STG Auburn.
Shout out STG Auburn. Ooh, yeah.
Look
Do
right
not
at
buy
the
from
lens
them.
for that one.
Yeah. I don't want another console TBH, yeah. So I was like, so you might just have to sit on that for a little bit until you get a bit more money. Or again, like, see if you got a buddy who's got who's upgrading their gaming PC and they're looking to get rid of theirs. I bet you like Taylor Swift music. Nah, I don't ever. I used to actually really hate Taylor Swift.
Me too.
Like
But
back
I
when
was
she
just immature.
first came on and was doing like a lot more of the country kind of thing. I was not like other girls, and I really liked rock and roll. I will say though, there's like one Taylor Swift song that I like, and it's Anti-Hero, and it's because of that one lyric that like always makes me go, what? where she's like, sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on a hill. And I'm like, man, what a thought. Like,
What
I
a
don't really
thought.
know what she, like, no, like, THOUGHT.
Oh, not THOT?
Like, that sounds like something, like, I would say, but, like, I'm not normal, you know what I mean? Like,
Neither is she.
that's like something I would say in the middle of a party. Just be like, man, sometimes I feel like everybody's a sexy baby. And I'm just a monster on a hill. No, I wouldn't say a monster on a hill. If I started a sentence with, sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, it would be like, and I'm just like, you know, a raccoon
I
up
need,
in like a treehouse.
I need you to react to a clip, please. Please.
No, I can't. I gotta catch up on this chat.
No.
But yeah, so I like that song Anti-Hero. But that's about it. I like music that makes me feel depressed, but also that you kind of got to think about it to get depressed. Like, so not surface level depressing music, deep depressing music, like Radiohead. I guess that's, I mean, it could also, but yeah.
That's one layer above surface level.
I know, I was realizing that. Okay,
She's not like other girls.
I'm not
you
like
guys.
other girls. I listen to, sometimes I listen to world music, because, you know, nobody's playing the didgeridoo out here, and I think that that is a disservice. But, yeah. I've been looking at being a pediatric surgical nurse. I'll be with the patient before, during, and after, so it actually has to assist in surgery. That sounds awesome, Hayden, actually. That's really cool. Also sounds like good money. I get that fun. I have fibro, so everything hurts and has always hurt, and it was a pain because I can never find anything. Yep. Yup. Here's a fun oddball of an issue. HDMI or DP cord being faulty. Had that happen to me where it actually caused a lag in my PC. Very true. A lot of times too, I mean, the most common issue when you have like a bad cable is just like a no display, or like, you know, displays looking kind of weird. But even with those issues, people really don't think to check the cable. You know, they'll be like, oh, it's the monitor, it's the GPU, it's the PC, it's gotta be something like that. But like, you got 3 fail points, you know what I mean? Well, you technically got like way more fail points, but yeah.
3 big ones.
Yeah, 3 big ones. So I plans to work as a nurse for a few years and become a PA, or an NP in the same specialty. But I get to do a lot more. Yeah, that sounds awesome, Hayden. I think that's a really great plan. What happened to Kenny Rogers' chicken? I don't know. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, sweet juicy. How you doing? Clean those keyboards.
Hey, no flirting with the chatters.
Honestly, we probably need to clean our keyboards. I need to clean my keyboard. You. Intel looks sick. Thank you. I gotta say, actually, the Intel Gamer Day shirt, I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Oh, good for you.
Check this. Alright, what?
Hey, are we past the 10-minute mark? Oh, where'd you go? God damn it.
But yeah, good design, Intel. I like this one.
Yo, we passed the 10-minute mark?
Juan's upset he didn't get a shirt.
Huh?
Check OBS.
Oh yeah, we're way past. I don't know.
You're fine. Anyways, what you got against my i7 2600K?
God damn. I'm dying.
You joke, but I literally pulled one of those out of one of those STG Auburn machines, and I was like, why? We can tell you'll see. So I had to go to a local SSA officer to check on my back pay. I should get it soon. I actually talked to the lady who was working on my back pay. They still need to take out $100 for lawyer fees, but SSI, I'm getting 19K. Okay, nice, good. Good to hear that money's coming to you. Yeah. A Perfect Circle is a great band for that. I just am having like a hard time like remembering what I listen to. It's like when people are like, "Oh yeah, like what kind of music do you like?" Or like, "What's your favorite movie?" And all of a sudden, it's like everything leaves.
See, I hate when I do that to myself because it's like I want to listen to music, but I don't know what I want to listen to.
Ironically, I don't think I've ever really listened to A Perfect Circle. I've listened to, because if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it the guy he has 3 bands, right? It's like Tool, A Perfect Circle, and then one that I probably shouldn't say on the stream. I've listened to the one that I probably can't say on the stream. of all those bands for some reason. I had a friend who was a big fan of theirs, so I listened to that first album that I was gonna say on the stream many times. Okay, yeah, it was like lead singer tool, yeah. I got a sweet air blower specifically for the PC, and it has brush attachment, and it is freaking nice. Nice. A Perfect Circle Live is most of my playlist. That band was incredible. Yes, yes. Man, I haven't listened to that album in a while. I'll probably listen to that on the way home now. Oh, it takes me back. I think I found the reason why my computer's been having a heart attack. It's probably because I've got a 700 watt inside of it, and I have an i7 12700K app. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 3070, 8 gigabyte, and 6 drives. Ooh, yeah, that might be getting it up there. I don't know. I would still think in most situations you probably wouldn't, like, hit that threshold, but those transitory spikes during certain things could definitely be doing that. Yeah. I said heart attack because I've been losing data and storage and it's disconnecting and all that. It's driving me insane. Ooh. Oh, so it's like not delivering power to the SATA then probably. Wow.
Wow.
I bought a PC from Marketplace, but it basically didn't work. I couldn't boot into Windows for some reason. I did a bit of troubleshooting and nothing changed. Reduce the power in my 9070 XT by -75 MV and took it to 100% to 88%. Reduced the wattage from 334 watts to 267 watts, and still overclocked 350 on the core and 320 on the VRAM with the same performance. Nice. Yeah, I was like, if you like to like tinker in there with those kinds of settings, you can overclock or even underclock and get some nice results. I talked to the guy. He said he would ship it and it came in but didn't work. That sucks. I guess that's always kind of a risk you take with Marketplace. I wish there was a better camera angle so that we could see what he was doing. And we used to have one that was mounted on top, but
yeah, there is no camera on top.
In this space, we can't really do that. He once showed how he applied thermal paste to the CPU. Yeah. At least this case has a little window. It's like you can kind of see it. It kind of reminds me of like the like glass terrariums at pet stores that hamsters are in. Man, when I used to work at PetSmart, anytime I had to handle hamsters, I would get bit and like it would bleed like crazy. I hated the hamsters so much. The mice didn't bite. Even the little dwarf hamsters didn't bite. But every time I had to clean those like cages, and I was like, okay, picking up a hamster, especially if they were sleeping. Yeah. They make like $95K a year where I'm at. Ooh, that's some good money. That's some good money. Well, and I mean, like nursing's always a smart thing to go into. People always gonna be getting sick. That ain't gonna be changing.
Not more than ever.
Yeah, that's a field that's gonna be growing. Yeah. The song that got me onto them is called News, but you may actually know Judith, Outsider, and Passive, as they've all appeared in movies. The Outsider was the end song of Resident Evil Afterlife. I probably have. I probably, like, if they were played, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, this sounds familiar. Hey, if they got Squirrel Girl, you gotta have Hamster Girl. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I feel like Hamster Girl would bite. That would be like the main defense mechanism. Ooh, wait. Man, speaking of music, I told you guys that I pulled like a bunch of old CDs out of my mom's garage. Like, these were ones that we had growing up. And I was going through all the Now CDs, but yesterday I was like, I got the Shrek soundtrack. Let's bump it in the car. Fire, honestly. But it also really made me want to watch Shrek. I take a tablespoonful of local raw honey every day for my hay fever, and it works. Nice.
What's hay fever?
It's a caused by like pollen, correct? Or like, you know, when the trees are getting happy, it makes you sick. Outdoor allergies, if I'm not mistaken. Or I was also thinking about a pediatrician or a pediatric surgeon, but that's a long path. Yeah, well, I'd say start that way in college, and I mean, especially early on, you can always, you know, rework the path. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm really lucky. I have indoor allergies, but not outdoor allergies, which, I mean, I love being outside, so I guess that works out better for me, but I'll go camping for 3 days and be like, I've never felt better. Why am I allergic to inside? Yeah, Smash Mouth All-Star. Dude, Smash Mouth was so good, actually. I'm like,
It's funny that
that's
they
some
hate
good
that song.
songs. I mean, anytime you have a hit, like, most of those, like, giant hits, bands hate playing them. I have all allergies. Oh, rip, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Allergies really suck. I never had allergies until I, like, became an adult for some reason. And all of a sudden it was like, hey, you don't like dust, I guess. And I was like, I guess I don't. And, yeah, I really regret that. My brother had a bunch of allergies as a kid, and I considered myself lucky, but, you know, took it for granted. You know what's crazy, though? My brother was, like, really, like, deathly allergic to dog saliva, and he outgrew it.
What the?
I know, right? Like, how do you go from being like, ugh, this is really bad, to... He just had a couple of years where we're like, man, you haven't had, like, any kind of an incident. And then we decided to, like, test it, and yeah. And then we got a dog.
Wow.
Wow. The body, it's fascinating. But yeah, man, I don't know about you, but it was really feeling like fall this week. Well, like yesterday. I was feeling the fall. We're getting close. We're getting close to cooler weather.
I hope so.
I mean, just the fact that, like, I think there's more rain in the forecast, like, you know, next week too, and I was like, what? I mean, like, not a lot, like, just a little bit, but that's good. We don't really get any rain during the summer, so I will.
Is it good? It doesn't really feel like it.
I don't know, I kind of like it. Also because my plants like rainwater way more than hose water. And I can't blame them. Like, we have hard water. It's got a lot of salt in it too. Like, it's a thing. So when the rain happens, all the plants look way happier. And I don't have to do anything. Hay fever, allergic rhinitis is an allergic reaction to pollen, trees, or grasses and weeds. The great outdoors. The itchy outdoors. I forgot people have to deal with salt in their water. I live so close to fresh water, it isn't an issue here. Yeah. Well, I didn't even think that there was really like salt in our water, except I put a bird waterer out, and because it's so hot, it was just like evaporating really quickly, so every like 4 days I'd have to take it in, and when it evaporated fully, it was just like a lot of calcium, because I got hard water, and then like salt residue, and I was like, whoa, wow, how do I clean this? We built some really nice PCs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's what we try to do, and I think we succeed. But yeah, if you guys like the ice cream PC, there should be some other really cool ones in the pipeline coming out towards the later end of this year. Things that like are kind of in the between stage of things that are completely custom built, 3D printed chassis, and you know, a regular PC. Stuff that's a little bit in the middle there. That's going to be very aesthetically pleasing. So yeah. keep tabs on us for that. The team's got some really great ideas. That's science for you. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun to be like, when I was a kid I really wanted to be a scientist. Like, you know, when you're really little and you're doing like, you know, elementary school geology stuff and you're like, this is the coolest thing ever. And now I kind of do science, and it's pretty dope. I live in Washington State, no problems with water here. Soon we will have nothing but rain for 3 months. Ooh, yeah. You got plenty of rain there. That's nice in its own regard, though. Sometimes I think I'd like to live in a place where it's, like, really rainy because it's so green and lush. And, like, ooh, I love that. But I also believe that I'm solar powered, so I do think I would get sad with all the cloudiness. I get sad in the winter, and it's sunny here all the time, so I do worry that I have trouble with that. Hey, what's up, Crazy Cool?
Yo, yo.
Good job, team. Yeah, yeah. What else? It's in a whisper. As you'll obviously have my address on file. Look at a map. Literally surrounded by water in New York. Yeah, yeah. Let's go buy that ice cream machine for the office. Oh man, imagine if we had soft serve. That would be so. That would be so deadly. We would just.
I
be
worked so hard to lose weight.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Even when we had the drumsticks here for like that week, it was like, oh. Knowing they were there, it was just like, I guess I'll get one. But yeah. One, can you sign my GPU? Dustin, this isn't your GPU. How's it going, Dustin?
What's up, bro?
And I live in West Virginia, and it's so muggy from the humidity from the rain. Yeah. I will say that that is something that we're very lucky for. We do not have humidity here. Even when I go back home and visit where I grew up, right next to the ocean. Not right next to. I'm not that bougie. But by the ocean, the humidity when I go down there shocks me. Like I never even thought it was very humid because I would go to like New England in the summer and I would experience humidity. So now, even just going home, I'm like, oh, yeah, I hate this. What's the humidity here? Dryness really does help. Got a question. Does streaming wear down your parts and performance?
No.
No, I don't think so. The only thing that would, like, wear it down is, I mean, if it was consistently overheating, maybe that would, like, break down the, you know, the life force of the component. But other than that, I can't really think of anything that would.
The life force.
You're draining the life force. Good, how are you doing? We're good, we're good.
Pretty good.
We're
Friday.
chilling here, yeah, building some
Can't
PCs.
complain.
Yeah, on this lovely Intel Gamer Day. Day. Kelsey, can you sign Juan's GPU? I think I could, yeah. I can get around to that. Internet is one of the biggest streaming and gaming aspects you usually have to worry about. True. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's a computer, you know. You don't buy it to have it sit on a shelf. Use it. And don't feel guilty about using it. Some people never turn theirs off. And that's actually like the majority of people. Computer parts don't tend to have physical wear over time. Mechanics parts, with exceptions for things like fans, do eventually wear out. Bearings wear out. AIO pumps might wear out after years. Yeah. If anything, I'd say AIO pumps are probably the most likely, but that takes a long time. Okay, thanks for answering that question because I stream every day and I googled it and it gave me different answers. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. We are the evergreen state, yeah. Ugh. I've only ever been to Seattle, but I need to go and explore more of Washington. I need to hit up some of those national parks. You guys got some good ones. But yeah. Can't wait for it to get cool too, because I've got a year pass to the national parks, so I'm like, I gotta use this. My closest national park is Joshua Tree, and you don't go there in the summer.
Why not?
You'll die.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, like, you can't do anything, because you die. No. It's very hot. But I'm thinking like in the winter months, I might just like wake up on a Saturday, drive out there, go do a hike, and then just like drive home. It's like, yeah, like you know a decent hike, like at least like 4 miles.
Damn.
Yeah. My 9070 XT is the XFX Quicksilver magnetic fans on it, easy to change. Oh heck yeah. Yeah, usually like. It's interesting. I tend to find that people notice a heating issue with their GPU well before they figured out that the fan failed. But I've had that before where it's like, yeah, I don't know why this like GPU is overheating, and then I put it on the bench, and when I put it on the bench, it's like sitting upright, so I can just see directly the fans, and I'm like, huh. This looks like the culprit. Fan out. Skytech is like the only source I trust 99% of the time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, we try to put good information out there, and anytime, like, you know, I always try to be really transparent when it's, like, most of the time, or, like, often, it's usually this, but it can be that, because computers especially, there's so many exceptions to everything, so we try not to paint with too broad of a brush. Most of the time, even at full load, GPU fans never hit 100%, 75% at most of normal temps. So if they hit 100% of RPM, something is already wrong. True. So what's everybody's Labor Day plans? You guys asked us. Now it's time to ask you. What y'all doing? You traveling? Are you avoiding traveling? Because everyone's traveling. Oh yeah, we are going to the horse races at the end of September.
The horse races.
Yeah. We're going to Santa Anita racetrack.
Crazy.
Yeah, right. Fully committed to this bit. Do you think it's worth the upgrade from the i7 12700KF to the i7 13700K, or no, because I was watching CPU videos last night? I don't think it's a significant enough like upgrade that you would really notice much of a difference. Like, if you were going 12.7 to like 13.9, like yeah, but even then you probably wouldn't notice much of a difference because it's rare that you're gonna get that 13900K up to like full, up to a usage where you would notice the difference between the two. Like in a practical sense. But no, I think the 12.7 is good. I think you're good with that one for a while, honestly. Man, does nothing Bundt Cakes have a strawberry flavor? I really should just, you know, either do that or make brownies. I got the Aldi mix of like $1.50 of brownies. They are the best brownies I've ever had. $1.50 at Aldi. The double chocolate ones. You heard it here. Oh my god, what? Let's. Seasonal flavor, lemon raspberry. Oh, they do with strawberries and cream. Okay, well, maybe so. I don't know, it totally depends. The thing is, it always gums up where all the stores are, so like, it's one of those things like, do I want to wait at the traffic light, or do I just want to go home? Or do I want to? No, I never get anything delivered. Dang. There were those times where you're like, man, when's my birthday? And it's like a long way away. It's one of those feelings of like, yeah, well, there's gotta be something special coming up, right? Oh, no, not really.
Christmas.
Yeah. That is actually scarily close. I was thinking about it, I was like, man, we really are, like, a couple days after this weekend, it's September. That means we only got 3 more months till the end of the year. We're in the last quarter. What? Yeah. Mm. You know why motherboard companies and graphics card companies pump so much power into a system and leave it up to us to reduce it? My theory is that because of because a lot of your product success these days depends on like YouTubers and content creators like kind of pushing your product or giving it a good review, and like, you know, that can literally sway thousands of purchasing decisions. I think they do it so that, and this is like just my own conspiracy brain, but it makes sense to me. I think they do it so that if somebody was to be like, hey, we're benchmarking all of these similar motherboards by different manufacturers, they would have the faster or better performing motherboard. So then people would buy it, regardless of if it ran hotter or, you know, could be running more efficiently. That's my theory. But I also don't know. I don't really know what the motherboard, you know, manufacturers, what their engineers are doing, or how they're coming to their numbers. I'm sure it's not an easy thing really to like tool it all in, but that would be my guess. Because sometimes it seems like things are cranked way high up, but they're also benching very high, higher than they probably should be. And that's what gives me the impression that maybe they're going after benches. Can you make me a PC, please? Sure, head on over to skytechgaming.com, check out our custom builder. If you order through that, we build it live on stream. If you want that option, yeah. Yeah, regardless, I'm gonna have a little treat tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the bun cakes, but I might make a cobbler. Oh yeah. I feel bad though, because it's a lot of cobbler, and I'm like, I should have people over, like, but like, just for the cobbler. Like, yeah, this is good, right? I'll sit outside for like 20 minutes, and then be like, okay, goodbye. A PC for free, please. I've watched all your videos. I love them. Oh, thank you. But unfortunately, we can't. We are giving away a PC right now, though. If you go to skytechgaming.com, you can find the link there. It's the Ice Cream Shop PC. So yeah, I mean, it's like you gotta win it, but it doesn't hurt to try. That does make sense. I never thought about it as a marketing thing. Sales, of course. Yeah, I think that's just like what it's gotta be. Because so much of the tech YouTube too is just like, here's product, we're gonna put it to the test, and it's crazy how much sway that has. Ask them to help you move some furniture as an excuse to come over, but your real goal is to feed them the cobbler. Yeah, they're like, where's the couch? And then I just lock the door and I'm like, get the bowls. Like, I guess I could see if people want to come over and like help paint, and some people are even like, yeah, let me know when you're painting. I love painting. But I still feel like asking them if they want to come over and paint is like me being annoying and being like, hey, help me paint. Even though they offered. Why am I like this? Will you eat? Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise I gotta eat that whole cobbler, man. And it will take several days. How many people come and stream and ask for a free PC? Like, no offense, if you can afford a PC, just stick with what you got. That ain't crazy cool, yeah? I mean, you're being blunt, but yeah. I mean, at least, like, right now we do have a free PC. But it's a giveaway for Intel Gamer Days. So, yeah. So go enter that contest, maybe win that cool PC, and if not, then come back and beg. But we might be having more giveaways in the future of those types. types of builds. W giveaway, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, the team's cooking up some pretty cool design ideas for future stuff too, so yeah. Oh, yeah, we should probably have a giveaway thing in there. That would be smart. Maybe next week.
That attracts box.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I feel like bots are like cockroaches and that whole like, oh no, you don't do that, that attracts bots.
Right?
Oh, you brought the bots.
Don't leave this out. It's gonna, you're gonna get box.
You know what deters bots? Like,
Digital raid.
yeah, that'll be future Kelsey's problem. Yep. That King 95 in rose gold looks super nice.
Heck yeah.
It's a very good looking. I like that we have color options for that PC because the case is great. More options fit your aesthetics. And yeah, you don't really see a lot of rose gold in PC cases. It's pretty cool. Speaking of giveaway, I can't find it. Huh? Oh yeah, I should probably. Let me find a link to the page and I can drop it in here. Woo! Oh yeah. And with this giveaway, like we do with all of them, if you win, we will contact you and we will make sure that, you know, that you are there and yes, you will receive the PC and then we will announce, you know, the winner. Sometimes people enter, people win, we do not hear from them, so there's like a certain amount of time that they have to answer by, or else we will pick another name. So just keep that in mind. If it's supposed to be announced and it's like, you know, taking a bit, it's usually just that we're confirming things with the person who won it. Yeah. It literally looks like an ice cream shop. Yep, that's the vibe. It's cool. They even have little ice creams. That's why I mentioned that in the video because I thought that was the coolest part. They did. The texturing looks really good on it. And I was like, it really looks like ice cream. Man, the last time I went to Cold Stone, because I remember going to Cold Stone as a, you know, as a youth. My dad would buy us all an ice cream. I would get strawberry ice cream with gummy bears mixed in. This was way back when. So I went to a Cold Stone again recently because I was killing time and there was one there. And I was like, yeah, why not? Nostalgia's sake. It was not worth the price, I'll tell you what. I was like, excuse me, how much? But like, I was already in there, so I couldn't just walk out and be like, oh, no, I'm not paying like $8.50 for this. Are you kidding me? Because that would have been awkward, you know, when you're like, yeah, hold on, I'm deciding. And then you look at everything and it's like, ugh. Because you can't just be like, never mind. So I bought that ice cream and then I felt bad about it. I was like, not a good purchase. We need that retro malt shop. How's that Ultra 7? The Ultra 7 is really good. I've always been a fan of that kind of range. Like any, like, so like the 265K or 265K, I'm not quite sure what we've agreed on is the way to say that, but like the 265K, the 13600K, the 14600K, like the 137, like that kind of like ballpark has always been my favorite of the Intels. Fulton has a bucket of ice cream you can get. I forgot how much it was, but a diabetic coma in a bucket basically. Ooh, I believe it. Even going into that place and like smelling the air in there, I'm like, ooh, blood sugar spiking. No, I'm sorry, Dan. I don't have any free ones to give away other than the giveaway. Please enter that if you can. Yeah. But yeah, for the ultras, like the 265Ks.
Banging. A lot of people asking today.
I think it's the same guy. But yeah, for the Intel Ultras, I think the 265K is my favorite. Mainly because I tend to find that that is just like the sweet spot for most gamers. Try the company's recycling PCs. Probably lots of decade-old machines that still work, but just won't run Windows 11. They'll be okay with Linux, yeah. I want to own an ice cream shop PC. And you can, potentially. Yeah, it was funny. We were trying to put some Easter eggs in there, and because myself and that team is really obsessed with Uma Musume Pretty Derby right now, we were trying to figure out like puns we could put in for the ice cream names that were like secretly Uma Musume. We could have come up with anything. Is i5 14400 and 9060 XT 16GB a good combo? Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. The 9060 XT 16GB is a fantastic card. Like, for its value, heck yeah. But that sounds good. A lot of upgradability there too. I'm pretty stoked. I show you that like analog film camera that I got that's just like point and shoot. I'm really excited because I'm probably ending like getting to the end of the film soon to send that off and just see how it all came out.
Nice.
There's a slight chance that they're all like absolutely wrecked, but you know, it's a learning process. I'm gonna find out. It's kind of cool taking a photo of something and like not actually knowing what it looks like. Like, you know. Could be a momentous occasion, but everyone accidentally closed their eyes. You have no idea until you print it. Man, I bought bananas this weekend. I love a banana. Easy to take to work. But they went from green to brown. No yellow.
What the?
Just straight up green to brown.
You missed the yellow, it was over there.
I know, right? I was like, I'm feeling like these should have gotten to like a middle ground first. Yeah. Man. Somebody told me that Halloween was already done at Bath and Body Works. And that made me very depressed because I was like, what do you mean? It's summer. How is it over? Did I miss it? Like, I mean, I guess just at Bath and Body Works, but I learned last year that going in the month of October for Halloween anything is both bad and good because they've already like discounted everything because they've gotten rid of it. And it hasn't even happened yet. Like what? Wild. Ooh, here we go. Sparky Boom Boom. No, not Sparky Boom Boom, won't do that. Alright, doing some RAM training. It's learning. There you go.
Alright, folks. This goal is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Lovely. Oh, I love the GPU. I'm obsessed with that one actually. actually. Alright, so this PC is done. Woo! Party. He's gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work on a load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Zan, and thank you so much for ordering with us. Lovely PC.
Thank you, thank you.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. You're right, this one is like showstopper. Somebody was asking earlier if there's anything that was like more showy than the 11th edition, and
No, this is pretty showy.
yeah, it's just pretty tough to beat it. That's for sure. But beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I find many a PC beautiful, which is my segue into like. Anyways, we're doing more PCs, guys. But yeah, lovely PC. Thank you so much. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, we are going to be setting up the next PC. We have Lillian's.
I'll take this time to remind them to give away stuff.
Yeah, smart idea. Alright, folks. We are on to our second build, 2 of 2. So at this time I want to remember. At this time I want to remember. At this time I want to remind anybody who might have come in later on in the stream that we are celebrating Intel Gamer Days on this stream this week and next. For Intel Gamer Days, we are giving away a free PC. I have pinned the link in the Twitch chat. I will now drop it in the YouTube. No, I won't actually. I uncopied that. But you can also find the link for it on our website or any of our social medias. Hit that Gleam page for details on how to enter. It is restricted to the US only. But yeah, best of luck. In addition to that, we're also running a promotion where if you buy one of our Intel Ultra pre-built on our website, you will get a free copy of Battlefield 6. So hit that up. Yeah, those are our promotions right now. Happy Intel Gamer Days. We are all beautiful. We are. Ooh.
Oh, the Susan fact.
Oh, Susan. That was actually, like, after you said that, it made a lot of sense. It was distinctly
So loud.
Susan-like sound, yeah.
It sounded like something popping.
Enter the giveaway, hopefully I win, but whoever wins, it will most definitely be happy. Also, thank you Skytech team for cooking on this one. You are very welcome. Trust me, the team gets just as hyped on it as you guys do when you see it. So, we love that. Is the giveaway US only? Yes. It's a Zotac, isn't it? Indeed it is. Back. Welcome back!
Welcome, welcome.
Starting on our second build now. Yeah. How critical is the RAM speed? I see a lot of your mid-range pre-builds at 3200 megahertz, but folks choose 5600 or 6000 megahertz in custom builds. So, there is a difference, but RAM is so fast these days that you probably wouldn't notice much of a difference, if any at all, between something like 5200 megahertz and 6000 megahertz. Now, there are certain, like, AMD chips that do tend to bench a bit better when they're run on faster RAM, but it's still a very marginal gain. A good way of putting it into perspective is that, like, for example, I'm still running DDR4 at home on my personal machine, and I'm running 3200 megahertz sticks. Nothing seems laggy to me, nothing seems very slow. I don't really notice the difference between running something on a 3200 megahertz DDR4 setup and running something on like a 5200 megahertz setup. We basically doubled the speed from DDR4 to DDR5. So if 3200 was already like really fast, really good, got all our stuff done, and we basically doubled the speed, the difference between 5200 and 5600 isn't really going to be perceivable. When it comes to DDR5, it's basically all fast. Now, it is usually more expensive to go for the faster RAM, so that's usually just the more budget-conscious thing, is to go for, you know, slightly fewer megahertz. The like CL also matters, but it's a latency thing, and again, the differences are so marginal that you probably would not be able to perceive them to the human eye. So that's the main thing, is that, like, yes, there is faster RAM out there. There's much faster RAM out there. There's 8000 megahertz DDR5, but I never recommend 8000 megahertz DDR5 to anybody because it's usually not as stable. Fast RAM will also get to an error faster, you know what I mean? Assuming that there would be errors to get to. All this to say, there's a difference, but whether or not you can really perceive the difference, if you were running the exact same PC setup, but you had 5200 megahertz and even 6000 megahertz RAM, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I don't think you'd be able to perceive the difference. Unless maybe you had one of the chips that was benefited from it. It's kind of like, I did a video a while back on the difference between Gen 5 NVMEs and Gen 4 in like a practical kind of setup. The exact same machine, but just switching out the drive that the game was on. So there was no noticeable difference in that benchmark. So in a gameplay wise, it might load things faster, and it will certainly transfer data faster. Those are things that take a lot of time, so you'll notice the difference there. But yeah, like opening a game real quick, you're probably not gonna know the difference, just because Gen 4 was already so friggin' fast that going to Gen 5, which like more than doubled it. It more than doubled it, but it's not really necessary. 6000 sweet spot for AM. Yeah. Even so, though, it's like, it's so marginal, the benchmark. When people compared game loading to a 5400 RPM hard disk drive to an NVMe, of course it's faster. That's like benching a snail compared to a rabbit. Exactly. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, Gen 4 to Gen 5, like, we can't even perceive it. And it won't bench, yeah, any differently. Basically, it's really cool that technology is getting faster and faster, and also, you know, cheaper and more affordable, that just, you know, the average hobbyist can have a pretty fast set of RAM, but it's almost fast to a point that we don't need. And things will kind of adjust to that. As more people get beefier machines, developers will develop for that, but they're still trying to compensate for people who are running, you know, 10-year-old machines. They still want to make sure that even that user can have some playability. Tech is getting faster, but I'm getting older and slower. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, oh, all this, like, you know, fast, everything is great. It'd be so great if my eyes still worked like they did when they were like 18. Ooh. My reaction time in games is like gone down too. Any of those games where it's like quick time events now, oof, they get me. It's funny that there used to be gaming hard disk drives 1000 or 10,000 RPM or 7200 RPM WD black hard disk drives which had a decent amount of cache, like our SSDs and ROMs. Yeah, I think you can still get like at least 7200 RPM hard disk drives. Big ones too. Yeah. And they're still a cheaper technology, so I mean they have that going for them. Games were a lot smaller back then. Loading 1 gigabyte maps is not that bad on hard disk drive. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's all relative. It's kind of one of those things where, yeah, like I was saying, it's like developers are building kind of for what the average person at home has. And just as time goes on, the average person's getting a better and better PC usually, on average. So they can use more. It's why Chrome uses like 8 gigabytes of your RAM just for nothing. Because they're like, yeah, you got it. Edge, it's just Chrome stripped down. Yeah. I'm a Firefox enjoyer. But yeah. Old games like WoW definitely suffered from a hard disk drive as the world was dynamically loaded. You saw lots of pop in even 2 decades ago. Yeah. Yeah, jeez, I remember playing that on the hard disk drive, yeah. I remember trying to make WoW work on my home computer, and I was getting probably like 10 frames a second, if that. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I was just grinding into barons. But like, you wouldn't realize that like another like mob had like locked onto you until like it was probably too late to like get out of it because of the like lag. Oh my gosh. So far comparing the two, Edge still runs faster. I do miss Firefox, but it's slower. Yeah. I feel like you are a tad quieter than usual. Oh, maybe. Probably just feeling the weekend. Feeling that whole like work week. It's been a week, I'll tell you what. You know, I started my week. Well, first I did trivia, and we did really good at trivia. But the day after that, I was dividing meat. Because, you know, I usually buy like a pound of meat and then I'll divide it. But this one comes in like a very weirdly sealed bag, and I hate it. And I was trying to put it into the bag over the sink, and half of the meat just fell into the sink.
Oh.
And I cried about it. I was very upset.
Damn, no use crying over spilled meat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't buy like good quality meat because I'm cheap to begin with, but still, I was like, that was so much money. It was like probably $3. So it's been a hard week recovering from that, missing that beef. Can't stand Edge. Microsoft made it so annoying trying to make you use Edge like playing with a younger sibling. It's like fine until I go to look at like a map of something and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's like Bing map and I'm like, oh, okay. Otherwise though, I actually use Edge quite a bit. It's just convenient, I guess. Also, sometimes I like to go to the like Microsoft's maps and Google Maps because like they have different like timestamps of the world, you know? I'm like, what's happening over here? Who's ahead of the game? I just want to sell your data, to be honest, instead of letting Google have it. Oof, yeah. I mean, everyone wants to sell your data. It's like everyone wants to be my baby, but everyone wants to sell my data. Back to you, not avoid Tencent. They handled so many things, it's insane. All they do is gather data. What's up, Seneca? How you doing?
Yo, what up, Nero?
One day next week, I plan to have smoked sausage and sauerkraut. Ooh, yummy.
Love me some krauts, am I right, Nero?
Bruh. Labor Day weekend. I should get something to grill. Like
yeah,
grill.
dude. You're dropping the dad duty.
Yeah. You know why, though? It's because the fire pit I have needs like a propane tank, so I took the propane tank from the grill, And I was like, oh, I don't want to move it back over to the grill. That sounds like a lot. But I also don't want to buy a second propane tank. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I should probably just move it back over to the grill.
Shit, dude. Yeah, I should buy some meat before I go home.
Yeah.
Glizzies or burgers?
Brats.
Burgers.
Oh wow, we're on different sides of that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm a big burger.
I don't know, man. I've been having some pretty good burgers like at home recently, like that I've been pretty impressed with. Do you like blue cheese?
I've had it.
I made these really awesome buffalo blue cheese burgers
Ooh.
from home, like, and I was using my own lettuce that I had grown. Oh my gosh,
Damn.
guys.
Damn, burgers do have a lot of ingredients. So.
Yeah, I was like, think
Glizzies is three
think
things.
on it, yeah, cause like I also kind of feel like burgers are worth it if you got the right ingredients for it. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'll still do a classic like pickles, lettuce, you know, mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. But like, yeah, when I get fancy with the burger, good things happen. Saw Matt's car driving around and messaged my mom to raise the Austrian flag outside our house to troll Gioco Super players. That's funny. Yeah, only once have I ever seen one of those like cars going around, and I didn't know what to do. I should have done something fun. Cook steaks over the fire pit with a grill over it? Maybe. I guess I just worry that it would get like messy. Sauerkraut is not that good in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it like by itself, but with something. Or actually like sauerkraut pierogi, bomb. Out of all the PC cases that you have currently in stock right now, which one looks like would taste the best if you could eat them? You know, I think I'd actually have to say probably like the Archangel 4.
Why?
I feel like it would have like a sour fruity flavor. Ooh, or the
Dessert too blue.
I was gonna say, yeah. Ooh, like a blue raspberry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like blue raspberry, because I'm telling you, I've been eating so many blueberries this last year. I ate one yesterday, like, and then I went outside, like, you know, it's kind of like a home, okay, whatever, and I'm off to do my duties.
You didn't even wash it?
No, I washed it. I usually
Oh.
stand in front of the sink, and then I do. So I, you know, had my last little, you know, handful, and went outside, and I tell you, man, it was exactly like blue raspberry flavor from a blueberry, and I was like, why don't we just call it blueberry flavor? Like, clearly a blueberry can taste like this. What's the best speed of RAM for a 9950 X3D and 5080 X870E board? I would go for 6,000. I mean, like, again, you can go lower, it depends on your budget, but 6,000 is probably a sweet spot. Can I have a PC? No, but we are doing a giveaway currently. Check out skytechgaming.com for info on our ice cream shop PC that we're giving away for Intel Gamer Days. What number build is this for the week? This is our second build. 2 of 2 today, so yeah. Cucumbers on a burger is better than a pickle. Ooh. I would want, okay. If I was doing cucumbers, though, I would want some kind of aioli instead of, like, you know. I'd have to think about that. Like, almost like a green goddess on it. What? With some feta? Dang. Sauerkraut can be a good side. Yeah, I'll give it that. I like coleslaw. Ooh, I actually really like coleslaw. I did not like coleslaw at all growing up. And then I went to KFC as an adult, and I was like, yeah, this is all very greasy, hearty food. The coleslaw, like, cuts it. You know what I mean? Like, you're eating an incredibly greasy, like, drumstick, like, yum, yum, yum. And then, like, macaroni and cheese potatoes, you need that, like, cool, crunchy, this is good for you because it's vegetables, coleslaw to, like, you know, cut it. It complements the meal.
Does it?
Yeah. I also get it when I go to Cane's. It's not as good at Cane's, though.
No, I do double toast, no swap.
Really? You can do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it too on like like on a barbecue sandwich, and they're like, "Do you want the slaw on it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take that." Yeah. I was just at a Chinese restaurant and they basically politely kicked us out. Oh dang, what'd you do?
Dang.
Did you say no spice? Because that usually doesn't go over well. What's the best ice cream flavor? Ooh.
Mint chip.
You know you're not wrong with that. Mint chip is freaking delicious.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, no, I gotta second that, mint chip. Like, without getting into like some kind of crazy, you know, like cheesecake bits or anything in it. No. Like, I also enjoy a spumoni,
What is that?
but specifically the spumoni that they serve you from the spaghetti factory that doesn't actually have the pistachios in the pistachio flavored ice cream, just the flavor. Spumoni is, it's kind of like how Neapolitan is, where it's 3 flavors in a box, but it's cherry ice cream, pistachio ice cream, and chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah. Butter pecan. Oh, I've never bought butter pecan. I'm sorry, I didn't know you liked that one. I'll buy it for you next time. We were the last ones in. They stopped the music. Put
Damn,
out
I was
some
like,
lights.
why are you so apologizing to a random chatter?
Because I live with that chatter. I do the grocery shopping for that chatter.
Damn.
Yeah, what do you want? Do you want cobbler, brownies, or should I go get a nothing bundt cake for dessert? I would tell you to make the brownies while I'm at work, but then I would just get home and I'd have to cook dinner and I'd have to look at brownies the whole time and be like, can't eat it.
Brownies for dinner.
I would, that's the problem. Cookie dough's pretty good. What's the best custom request order you have seen from customers? Oh man. One guy asked me to do the hula on stream. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
A couple like sign it. Somebody wanted us to put like a little Easter egg somewhere on it.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Someone asked for Cheetos, a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, someone asked for a bag of Cheetos because I was eating some on stream, so we put a bag of Cheetos in there. Yeah. My favorite ice cream is vanilla. I will only eat vanilla. I mean, honestly, vanilla is like boring, but it's actually pretty good. Like, I usually go for like a strawberry shake if I'm getting a milkshake, right? But once I was just like, you know what, vanilla milkshake is so freaking good, actually. But you know, you were always like, oh, I'll go for like a flavor. We forget how delicious vanilla is. I actually have vanilla ice cream at home right now. That's what I was gonna eat with the cobbler. And it's Haagen-Dazs.
Ooh.
So that's some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Turn on brownies and the cake. Wow. Not even considering the cobbler. Stretch. Oh my gosh. Woo. I'm always worried I'm not gonna be able to put my arms back down when I do that. And random clapping. Woo! Long weekend.
Yeah.
Intel Gamer Days. What? Giveaway PC. Nothing but cake. Vanilla is a great flavor if you use additional vanilla flavor. I also tend to find that like the best strawberry milkshake I ever had was like they mixed the strawberry into a vanilla. So every once in a while you get just like a pocket of pure vanilla and it enhanced the entire experience. 10 out of 10. Hi. Hello, Ori. How are you doing?
Yo.
My least favorite is chocolate. I'm with you there, Hayden. Like, I'm not a big chocolate fan. Every once in a while, though, like, yeah, I'll absolutely go ham on chocolate. But for the most part, it's not like my first pick. Why does my Key 95 randomly freeze on the Windows screen and my cursor can't move until I shut down? What do I do? Call customer service. They will walk you through that and figure out what it is. That sounds very strange. Sounds like maybe a component's going awry, but it also could just be something as simple as a driver issue. So I would get in touch with customer service. They'll walk you through that. Even if you're like out of warranty, they can still troubleshoot for you and help you figure out what it is that's wrong.
Yep.
I have $1,000 for buy part for build PC, but I have $600 more money to spend on GPU. What you are recommend? That's kind of tough. Where in the world are you? Because my perception of part prices might be different from what the reality is where you're at. I can tell Kelsey's excited. Oh yeah. I also like saffron as a spice for some stuff. Ooh yeah. Well, I've been growing, and my neighborhood is growing, a lot of really interesting different kinds of sages that are native to California. And I keep thinking, I was like, I gotta figure out something I can like do with this sage because it smells so yummy. And I'm thinking drinks. I'm thinking baked goods. So we'll be cooking with some sage soon. Yeah. Put a little sprig of white sage into a lemonade.
Ooh.
What? I would take vanilla anything of chocolate any day. I agree. Again, every once in a while though, I'll get like a wild hair where I'm just like, give me the brownie batter ice cream with a, but it usually has to have like caramel or peanut butter in it or something else. I go ham for peanut butter, do you?
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
Especially in ice cream because it's like hard.
Ooh.
You know, it's like, love it.
Yeah.
Italy. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that might be tough. I don't really know how much parts are going for in Italy, but I'd imagine for $1,000 you'd be able to at least get like a good entry level looking PC. I would look at, yeah. Oh, I just don't know what the prices are there. But for around $600, you're probably looking at something. Check out the 9060 XT. Even if it's more money there, the 16 gigabyte version is a really good option. But yeah, can't really say because I don't really know the prices there. Where are you guys based in? We are based in Ontario, California, in the United States. Yeah, not to be confused with Ontario, CA, Canada. We're in California. You can cook with sage? Yes, sage is a culinary thing. Well, there's culinary sage, but then we also obviously have our wild sages, which you can also cook with, but they're probably not like, you know, they're gonna have their own distinct flavors and are better for certain things.
So I didn't know that coconut oil, the cooking, and the coconut oil that like you rub on yourself, were the same thing.
Oh yeah. I read somewhere that coconut oil is what they cook movie theater popcorn in.
Wow.
Yeah, like when you go to the movie theater, that's so I did that once because I usually just make it on the stove, you know, like and I think they're right. Like,
really?
I was like, hold on, this fake.
It smells like AMC.
Yeah, what I needed though was like the liquid oil butter to complete the thing. But yeah, I was like, oh, I think this is it, which is bad because I looked at like, you know, how much fat coconut oil has in it, and I was like, oh, maybe I should go back to doing olive oil again. A buddy sold his 4090 to some Chinese buyer who paid 1,900 euros for it, and now he struggles to find a good replacement. 5070 Ti was too loud for him. 5080 is stretching it, but also nearly too loud for him. I am mocking him for that choice to sell. Yeah, that's seller's regret.
Well, that's what he gets for flipping.
Oh, mustache twirl.
You got it, man.
For the adoring public. Is Kelsey a witch? No, but I'm on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
No, I just love to garden. And I'm from the, I would say naturally magical California. Coconut oil is great to cook with, same with avocado oil, though coconut oil has more MCTs here, more 12 than 10, or 8. Well, now that I like mostly cook in cast iron, I'm like, mostly cooking with either avocado oil or vegetable oil if I just want to, YOLO it. But yeah, I should try cooking with some coconut oil. I do olive oil. I do cook a lot of stuff in olive oil, but I use that for my ceramic pan. Yeah. Like my 4090, and I will not sell even if I don't play games that need that card. Yeah. I mean, it's still gonna be good for a good couple of years, for sure. Can't say anything good about vegetable oil, now I know how it's made. Yeah, it's definitely not the healthiest oil, but man does it taste incredible. Like, ooh. Although, you know what we used to do? We used to substitute vegetable oil, like in a brownie mixture, like in a box brownie mixture, with applesauce to like take the fat away, and it almost worked.
Ooh.
Lard is also good. Ooh. I don't think I've ever had lard. Now I think about it. Or like knowingly, I probably had stuff cooked in lard. But Juan, what do you think about the Ford Maverick?
That's alright.
This kid is me, I'm telling you. Remember when I was obsessed with the Ford Maverick? I really wanted one.
That's cool. Nick had one.
Lard is great, provided it's from animal lard, not cottonseed oil lard like Crisco. I'm very tempted to make this 3-day weekend a 4-day weekend and take Tuesday off.
Why?
Because I was thinking, I was like, man, anywhere that I want to go is going to be packed this weekend, right?
Right.
Not Monday, middle of the day to the next, to Tuesday. That's when everyone's leaving things, right? Catch me pulling up being like, alright, time to go on a hike.
I mean, who's stopping you?
The guilt of not being at work. I got like PTO too. That's what's funny. It's like, also the thing of being like, oh, but maybe I'll need that.
For?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go somewhere. Maybe I'll have a life. I do think I'm gonna probably take Halloween off, but Halloween's on a Friday, so I was like, we're gonna have build streams. I don't know if I can. I want to be there to pass out candy. And also,
cancel.
What?
We can cancel.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah. Because I like to be there. I like to see the kiddos and what they dress as. I like to pass out candy. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting to get one. Yeah. I was like, you're still pretty young and like they're still pretty new, so I'd wait till they're a little bit like, a couple years down the line, a bit more used and get for a good price. Yeah. Last time I looked at cases, I was turned off. Where am I supposed to put my Blu-ray burner in a new case? Sticking with my half-X. Yeah. For real though, nothing is built for an optical drive anymore. I'm working on, I'm pulling old physical media out of this garage, and I'm cleaning it up, I'm organizing it, and I want to digitalize it, as well as then display it and have all the players for it. But to digitalize it, I was like, I gotta get an optical drive. Probably gonna get a USB one though and do what my buddy did, where he attached it to the bottom of his desk. That was like thinking on a 12th plane right there. I'm going to eat healthier and all natural, but I don't know where to start. I'll eat anything other than vegetables. I would say vegetables, yeah.
Yeah, what do you...
Well, find the vegetable that you like to eat. And even ones that you don't, try them in different ways, because it might just be that whoever the heck was feeding you those doesn't know what a spice is. Consider. But trust me, eating vegetables every day is the key to feeling much better. And at least one serving of fruit. It's nature's candy. Bro, I'm so excited. My freaking fig tree. Like, you know, it's starting to, like, be ready. All the little figs that have been on it. It only has, like, 12 figs on this whole tiny little tree. And I ate the first 2, and I was over the moon about it. And, like, there's one that's almost ready. And, yeah. 12 little figs. All year for 12 little figs. Imagine having 30 PTO. I can't. The American mind cannot comprehend. Oh man, that would be great. Man, then you could have one of those like things that they do in a movie where it's like, I decided to go back to so-and-so, my random aunt in the countryside, to live with her for a bit while I contemplate my engagement. And you know, then you have this like crazy adventure where you learn about a bunch about like, you know, dark family history and yourself. And you meet people and you almost have a romance, but then you're like, no, what I have is good. The movie is called How to Make an American Quilt. Anyways. One could do that with a whole month off. You could go live the How to Make an American Quilt fantasy. Shout out to that movie. It was actually filmed out here in the Inland Empire.
Oh wow.
Entirely. It's pretty cool actually. You'll notice like places in there. I want to get a Ford Maverick and either paint it or wrap it in either tan or army green, but I don't know which to choose. Get the money first. Because like a wrap is also pretty expensive. I have 32 PTO days? Dang. You'd never see me again for a month. So if I win the free PC, I want PC to be modified to Paleta Man style. Still ice cream theme? That would be funny. Well, if you do that, Chilican One, definitely send us pictures. I think that's hilarious. I have a USB DVD drive, but I rarely use it. Yeah, I was like, mostly I just gotta burn these old CDs. Ooh, some people are so bad at cooking, and your mom might be one of them. For real. I think a lot of people like discount vegetables because like they've just never had it in a good way. Like you can use all the salt that you want with them. Pepper, you can use lemon pepper. You can use lemon juice. You can use orange juice, but not like from a, you know, like from an orange. You can use cumin. Curry.
Cumin?
Yeah. Cumin.
Human.
Peppers. Cook it in an oil so it gets a little crispy on the edge. Ooh, yeah.
I think you glossed over the human part a little too quickly.
Cumin.
Oh.
Yes. Turmeric. The world is delicious. Also, like zucchini, when you cook it just right and it's like soft, oh my gosh. Nothing compares. USB DVD driver still handy, yeah. Were you talking about me when you said this kid was literally me, or was I just hearing stuff? Yeah, no, I was saying that was something that I used to be very obsessed with that truck. I wanted it really bad. Yeah. I think we are, Hayden. 30 PTO days is 6 weeks off. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh, 6 weeks?
That's too much time.
Well, okay, so you have a month to just completely disappear, and then 2 weeks of sickness. That's not bad. Although, I don't know, for all I know, they probably don't even count sick. Dark family history, try going to a Mexican reunion and people finding out they almost dated their third cousin. Oh, man. That sounds so entertaining. 32 vacation days, sick days are sick days, not vacation days. Should have been me, dang.
Move to Germany.
I get 5 weeks vacation every year? What?
Damn, dude, my last vacation was in 2022.
I mean, I did take a week off to go to the Redwoods. That was like my last vacation, so I had to work up again to that. My parole officer don't like it when I use human ingredients. Yeah, they wouldn't. I know someone who married their third cousin. Oh. I mean, at that point, like,
What state from the south are you?
it's Seneca from.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, they got the south in Germany as well. Actually.
I almost did that one time. Well dated. The more we asked about each other, the more it didn't seem right.
Damn.
It's one of those like, oh yeah, my ancestor fell off the Mayflower. My ancestor fell off the Mayflower. Yeah, and then yeah, my great 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 grandpa was in this whatever war. My great great grandpa. Wait a second.
Hey, why do you have a picture of my grandma in your
Yeah,
hand?
yeah. One time, my best friend was talking to his dad, and he was like showing him this old picture, and he was like, "Wait a second, that looks like Kelsey's mom." And for like a literal day, we were like, "Oh my gosh, did our parents date?" Because a lot of things lined up. It was like, "Oh yeah, my dad was in this town at that time," and I was like, "My mom was in that town at that time." And I was like, and she was divorced at that time, and I was like, "Wait a second. Hold on." So for a whole day, we were like, no way, our parents dated. They did not date.
Nah.
But that was probably the most exciting thing that happened that month, so, something to be said for that. I don't know, though. I have, like, friends who I've been friends with for a long time who, like, we, almost dated or, like, had, like, a little thing, and, like, now I'm friends with them, and, like, they're married, and, like, I'm married, and they got kids, and, like, one day I might have kids, and I'd like to go camping with them. But I'm like, is it gonna be weird to just be like, yeah, like, here's your family friend that you, like, hung out with and basically grew up with, if they ever find out that, like, yeah, there was, like, a thing there at one point. Like, is it weird?
I think that's just life, man.
I guess, yeah. My brother got mad at me. What's wrong with you? She's cute. I said we might be related.
Oh.
She said, no, you know how many Rodriguezes are out there. Well, family reunion, she was there.
No.
Oh, no.
Pain.
Crazy thing is, they met at a birthday of some great aunt, and they assumed each were from the other side of the family. Wild.
The ice cream shop?
I was hoping against hope that you had one of the T-Create sticks in there, because Kay and I need to see what those are in person without walking back all the way back over to inventory. We're being lazy. Sorry. No, it's fine. Hope against hope.
Charles, do you have anything you want to say about the ice cream PC?
Other than it's awesome, I did a lot of the artwork for it. I'll took my own horn, but yeah, we got that done real quick. It's been real popular so far. Everyone in here loves it. It's a gorgeous PC.
Not in there, bro.
I wouldn't mind having it, but I can make my own.
Yeah.
So
Okay, you got the blueprints.
yeah, and it's pretty good specs too.
Yeah.
The 265KF is a pretty solid, Intel 7 chip.
That's what I was telling them. I was like, it's my
Off the
pick.
rim.
5070 Ti. I think we've got even an OC model in there, the OC
Yeah.
SFF, small form factor. Gigabyte
Oh,
card.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
And
right
then just our standard
Did you see the off the rim
2x16
card I did?
gigs of RAM, 6,000 megatransfers. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a standard build for us, but it's middle high range. So
It's basically equipped to handle any video game.
yeah, you can.
That's
do
what any
anything on
gamer
it.
needs. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't die.
So yeah, very cool.
You okay, Andy? Well, I caught it and then dropped it.
Yeah. Case here too. He also works on the PC.
Yeah, he's the other artist.
Mm-hmm. You guys remember Kay, right? He's working on more cool stuff.
Yeah, we have another cool thing coming up for September, so
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled later next month.
Yeah.
Peace. Okay.
See it? Take it.
What?
Come on, bro.
That's theirs. We have like two in our room. Oh, good looking. Oh, well, I don't know where mine is either. So.
I got one on my desk. That's like, you could probably.
This is one. I got one. Alright.
This one, not one,
See it.
not one.
So yeah, That's the creative minds behind those PCs.
Chaotic minds.
My mom and dad have a great aunt and uncle, one from each side who married, so the family's connected in 2 places. Oh, wow. You guys should have built 3, 1 to give away, 1 for the office / trade shows, 1 for Ruger 2. You know, we've considered
Bro,
that,
you know how
'cause,
long
like,
it took to make one?
we make them, and we give them away, but, like, yeah, we probably should have, like, you know, some display models for, like, trade shows. At least it's better than when we used to build them and then just keep them, and then they just kind of hung around, and it was like, save Angel. Yeah, well, Angel's working on network stuff, so.
Oh, I can't wait to see him after his nose job.
What if I don't want to peel my eyes? I guess that's fair. And you'll just have to be surprised.
Y'all seen Weapons? That was a crazy scene.
I do actually want to see that movie.
You should.
I should, but I feel like I have to go see the new Aubrey Plaza
I've seen
movie.
it twice already.
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard it's bad, but I still feel like
yeah, that
I'm
ending's
legally
kinda mid.
obligated to go.
wait, Aubrey Plaza?
Yeah,
What's it called?
she's like Honey Don't or whatever.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's part of a trilogy. I didn't see the first one, and I heard that this one isn't good, but I feel, yeah, like I need to go. But I probably won't. Let's be real. I don't know. It's a long weekend. Who knows? I can't paint all weekend.
You gonna paint the ceiling?
Yeah, I am. I'm committed to it.
Oh my god.
Mainly because since there's no like crown molding, I just feel like it looks really weird if it's like, you know, just like nothing that really separates the two, and then it's such stark colors. If I had a crown molding, I would maybe keep the ceiling white.
Install them.
No. Because I gotta figure out what color the crown molding gonna be.
White.
No. Doesn't match the rest of the aesthetic.
Alright, folks. This build is done. It is finished. It was complete up.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Lovely PC. Alright, folks. This PC is done. It's gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs, all the drivers it needs out of the box. It's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launcher. You're good to go. We're also gonna stress test this bad boy. Make sure these components work and work under load. And when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Lillian. And thank you so much for ordering with us. Lovely
Thank
PC.
you.
This is our new Azure that we're using. And yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love those fans. They're looking right at you. Like 2 eyes. Wow. Boring into your soul. Do you guys stress test the 5070 Ti pre-built? Yes, we do. Every single PC goes through a like stress test suite. It has to pass for a certain amount of time and all of that. We just want to make sure that all the components are going to work and not poop out the second we put them under load. But yeah. The same testing that we do for the customs, we do for our pre-builds. Yeah. We got September. Yeah, it almost is. Does your HOA allow crown molding? In my house, they ain't got a say, so I could definitely do a crown molding, but I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like that also would look a little busy. I think I'm just gonna green the ceiling, guys. I think I'm just gonna like uber commit. It'll also make the ceiling feel taller. But because it's a dark color, it'll also make you sad. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's a guest room. No one's staying in there long. That was fast. Don't leave the show ever. Oh, thank you. It's a lot of beef. It is. For real. Beefy PC. Yo. But yeah, that was our build stream. Yeah, only 2. It's kind of crazy. We've been doing 4 so many times that now I'm like...
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Alright, okay, cool, yeah. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today on this lovely Intel Gamer Days stream-a-thon. We'll be back next week, probably with more builds, more streams, more Gamer Days stuff and swag. Let me reiterate all the stuff that we are doing for that. Ice cream shop giveaway, Gleam page on our website, or you can get the link through our socials. Also, Intel Ultra pre-builts, and maybe some other ones. Check website for details. Come with a free copy of Battlefield 6 when you buy them now. So yeah, that's what we're running. While supplies lasts. I want to do a Murphy bed in the guest room. Dude, I'm thinking about doing that in my media room, right? Murphy beds. Can't they kill you though? But I have a quick question. You guys computer pros? Yes. Wouldn't it be funny if that was like the question? It's like, yep. The more you buy, the more you save. I think that's Kohl's, actually. I think that's what Kohl's does. Because then they give you the Kohl's cash. I should go to Kohl's this weekend. I ain't got money. What am I talking about? Anyways, yeah. So, until then, guys, next week, more of the same. I'm getting 5080 and 9800X3D. Do I get 4K or 1440p? Ooh, actually, great question. Totally depends on you. I say go for a high-end 1440p monitor. Mm-hmm. You're not really going to do much gaming in 4K because it's just not optimized. You're not going to get many frames, even with the beefiest card.
Yeah.
So unless media is going to be the main thing that you're doing with it, I would go high-end, high-refresh rate, 1440p monitor. And yeah, them's my advice. Enjoy the building, thank you. I know, sorry. Enjoy the building, thank you. You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Anyways, guys, yeah, that was our stream. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week. And until then, have a great, great 3-day weekend. Try not to make the baristas who still have to work too hard, though. And yeah, bye.
Bye.